Welcome back everybody to 256 Garage. Show you what we got going on this week. New little project here. Got a little 1944 that Drake and Allen traded for up in the mountains. I don't know if you remember the 3-window. They've done a little trading on it. Let me show you what we got here. Okay, right here it is. 1944. Got a little small block Chevrolet in it. Long tube headers. Little Elderbrock 4-barrel. Show you the inside. Somebody's put some late model power seats in it. Door handles have been shaved. It's got a tilt column. Nice little flip out radiator. 350 with a turbo transmission. Listen to that thing run. Sounds good for a little Chevrolet motor. This is it, 1944. Look at that trunk. You can get several cases of moonshine and 3 or 4 bodies in there. That's why they like these as gangster cars. Look at that. She is a beauty. Like I said, this is a 350 Chevrolet engine, but it's power steering and power brakes only. No AC. Well, not for long. Show you what we've got over here for it. Okay, right here from Southern Air, we've got an air conditioner kit, so we can put air on this baby. This is all it needs is to be cruise ready as air conditioning. So we're going to put the AC on it, carry you along with us while we do it. I'm going to get everything out of the boxes and get it laid out. Then I'll show it to you where you can see it good. Okay, we're going to show you everything we got for it. Right here is our Southern Air setup. Right here, it's a compressor, nice little chrome compressor to match the chrome alternator and stuff. We got our hoses, dryer, the under the dash unit, AC condenser, nice little AC condenser, the bracket for the compressor, and the pulleys. Need a bottom pulley. We only had like 2 grooves on there. You can see it. Well, we needed a 3 grooves, excuse me, so we can run everything. And here's the little lines from the dryer to the compressor stuff, and like I said, the bracket to mount the air conditioner. So, and here's all our bolts and everything, all the fittings. So we're gonna get started mounting this thing, and we'll try to keep you up to date, show you everything that goes along with it. Okay, we're gonna get started here by removing our power steering. I done got the belts off. We'll get this power steering out of the way because the bracket bolts on the 2 front header bolts and to the front of the head. We'll get that power steering out of the way and then start mounting our bracket on. Now they sent us a compressor setup for the passenger side. So I took the power steering pulley off, our power steering pump off for nothing, because it's not the driver's side setup, it's the passenger side setup. Okay, right here is our 3-groove pulley. We're gonna get it bolted on. That way you got one for your power steering, your air conditioning, and your alternator. So we're fixing to bolt it on right now. You can see we got the fan and all that off. So we'll get it bolted on. Okay, we're gonna show you all the stuff the big shows don't show you. This pulley right here has got a lip on it, and it goes right down here inside the harmonic balancer. Well, guess what? It don't fit. It's either stamped too big or something. I don't know, maybe somebody's beat on a harmonic balancer. But I had to take the little auto bit, as we call it, and round it out just a little bit so this pulley would go in there. So basically the 10-15 minute job of bolting the pulley on the bottom has turned into an hour's work by the time you get everything done. So here we go. Okay, so we got the bottom pulley on. It is mounted. See it down in there? We got the power steering off, so we can start putting this other bracket on. So we'll get this other bracket mounted and go from there. Okay, so we're going to show you where we're at so far. We got the compressor on the bottom pulley. See right there. Bottom pulley's on. The compressor's mounted. Power steering's back on. We're going to have to get a different water pump pulley and some brackets for the alternator, because we're going to have to move the alternator to this side. So we got to call them tomorrow and see if we can get a water pump pulley and some alternator brackets. But that's where we're at so far. See, the compressor's mounted. It bolts to the intake and to the front of the water pump, and then your compressor bolts to your bracket. So let's see what we can find out. Alright, we're going to show you a little bit how this compressor mounts on. Your bracket mounts to the water pump there, and then your compressor goes over one side of it with a long bolt through it, and then it has a little T bracket that goes through the main bracket, and the other long bolt goes through it where you adjust the nut up and down for your belt tension. And like I said, we got waiting on a pulley now. We're going to work on trying to get this condenser mounted to the radiator. Right over here is a radiator, and I showed you the condenser. It mounts to the front of it, so we're going to start working on trying to get it mounted. That way we can get the radiator back in the car and start running our dryer and our hoses and stuff. Okay, it's going to be kind of a short video this week. We got the compressor on, got the bottom pulley on, but the water pump pulley is wrong and the condenser's too big. So we're going to kind of cut it short this week on showing you what we got. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. Now they sent us a compressor setup for the passenger side. So I took the power steering pulley off, or power steering pump off for nothing, because it's not the driver's side setup, it's the passenger side setup. Okay, you seen where we replaced our bottom pulley there. Here was the one we had. Well, our fan pulley, it needs to be more than a single groove, and it is too big around. It worked good with this pulley, but the new bottom pulley is bigger, so we had a gap like that. Now we're on top of this and it's hitting. When you put it on the water pump, it just hits. So that's got us waiting on a pulley and the condenser. The condenser will not fit between here and here, between the grill. So when we fasten it to the radiator, it wants to hit the grill right here. So we need one that's about an inch shorter. So we're checking on that, seeing if we can get one an inch shorter, or if we can do something a little different. We may end up having to move the radiator back just a little, then that will require a smaller. Well, look at there. So we got the pulley. Alan didn't tell me the pulley showed up. So anyway, we got that pulley. But to get the condenser in there, the radiator may have to go back some. So if that's the case, we'll need a shorter thing between the fan, because the fan is already real close to the radiator. So we'll get that butt sorted out, figure out what we need, then we'll go from there. If we can't get a shorter condenser, maybe we can move the radiator back just a tad and may have to put an electric fan on it. But that's where we're at. So anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. When we get some more parts in, we'll try to start a new one.